Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Sean Diddy Combs, Busy Busby said, baby, I got your number. You can try to run and act like you are dying in the hospital. Boy, when you get out, we got 15 more lawsuits for you. If you guys don't know, Tony Buzbee has just dropped a new lawsuit against Diddy that is much more recent. There's supposed to be club security footage. And on top of that, it implicates Diddy's current security as co-conspirators that the federal government is going to name. Now, I have the full lawsuit. I'm going to go live later on and read it, but I wanted to go over the facts section for you because honestly, Diddy is a monster. And there is a new documentary out, The Rise of Diddy. I'm sorry, The Fall of Diddy. It is on HBO Max. Yours truly is actually in it. It's very, very well done. I advise you guys to take a look at it because some of the victims that actually speak out and tell their stories, it is more harrowing, more believable than anything you could believe. And I was watching it saying, if these people get on the stand, Diddy, you are never coming out of jail. But for all those people that still believed that there was something to believe in when it came to Diddy, namely Janice Combs, namely everybody got the last name Combs, right? I would say his associate Jay-Z, but the people that have the last name Combs, you can give it up. Diddy is never getting out. Now, there are reports that Diddy is trying to get a plea deal with the prosecutors, and he's taking the Joe Exotic defense, and he's writing Trump, hoping he can beg for a pardon. I don't see why Trump will pardon Diddy. Don't got enough money, pull, and I don't even think they even have that big a history. On top of that, when it comes to him trying to actually see if he can get a plea deal, they said he's also very scared about that for a number of reasons. That should be a little bit obvious. Really quick, before we get into the facts of the case, let me tell you what the facts of the plea deal are. Well, for one, you need to give them something they don't already know. And they raided your whole house so they know everything. Two, Diddy's worried that if he gives them what they want, he's going to get the Epstein special because he's going to have to give up somebody even bigger than him. Time will tell. But one thing time didn't tell was what actually happened. Now, if you guys don't know, this is a man suing Diddy. And it creates a disturbing image of how many people knew about it, how many people, the co-conspirators. Now, I know what you're saying. Why, if Busby had all this, didn't he drop all the lawsuits at one time? Legal experts are saying that a lot of times when it comes to stages of the grand jury investigation, and it is expected that people that are suing, Busby is representing and suing, are actually going to testify in the trial, the federal government does say, hey, if the statute of limitations is not involved, right, and time's not running out, can you pause filing these lawsuits until we complete this portion of the investigation? People are saying that's actually what happened, and that's why Busby held off for so long about bringing any information over. But it looks like that part of the conversation is moving. That part of the, investigation is actually moving forward. We do know that the feds did give a superseding indictment. They added more information. They did it as a legal move. However, they did say that they have until March 17th to name the co-conspirators, the co-defendants, and the cohorts. People are saying that after that superseding indictment actually came out, a lot of people came forward and was like, okay, fine, I'll talk. I will talk. So Diddy is done for. Another person who also might be done for is Jay-Z. They say there is a bombshell lawsuit that is going to drop in 48 hours that is going to completely rock Jay-Z's legacy and Roc Nation's legacy. I know, listen, we had a little insight into what was happening with the Diddy trial before anybody else. This is first. This is exclusive. Something's going to drop in the next 48 hours that is going to rock Jay-Z and Roc Nation. And from what I understand it and what I found out about it, I don't think this is anything that is going to actually be. Again, he thought Busby was his biggest worry, baby. Busby was the pregame. Busby was child's play. Okay, let's get into the facts of the case. They said in 2015, John Doe, a music performer pursuing a career as a rapper and singer, actively sought opportunities to establish himself in the music industry. In 2015, His career had started gaining momentum. And that year, he received multiple invitations to open for well-known artists and venues across California. Now, when I heard this, I said, are they talking about Miguel? Treat you like a lover, protect you like a friend. Oh, you can bet that. Never gotta sweat that. You can bet. Okay, I don't know if it's Miguel, but for some reason, when I saw Miguel, and I was like, yo, that seems like that would be Diddy's type. But he actually might have started blowing up way before 2015. What? That wasn't, you can bet that. Never gotta, if you be the cash, I'll be the robber. If you be the match, I'll be the boom. Boom. Okay, let me stop. Let me stop. Y'all pay me to work. Okay, so anyway, okay, for well-known artists for venues across California. So this person is a California native, I would imagine. During that time, John Doe secured an opportunity to perform as an opener for a popular musical artist at a series of nightclub appearances in Los Angeles. One of these performances was scheduled to take place at QC's 2020 in Southeast Los Angeles. At the event, Diddy did not plan to perform, but attended anyway as his record company had an interest in the show. And Diddy and his team provided hundreds of bottles of its own Ciroc vodka, which was distributed at the venue. Before this gentleman's performance, a longtime and well-known associate of Diddy told this man that Diddy had heard of his talent and would be watching him perform. The associate specifically told him that if he performed well, Diddy would discuss getting a deal with Bad Boy Records and arrange studio time between him and Diddy. Excited by the opportunity, he performed his set and believed he put on an excellent performance. Yo, isn't it wild that the people before would be like, yo, Diddy's in the audience, would be like, yo, this is our ticket to success. And now if you hear Diddy's in the audience, you just like, and walking out backwards. I'm just saying. Later that night, he attended the after party at QC's. The party took place in the back of the club, which also had separate breakout rooms. Damn. While in the VIP section, he recognized other well-known artists and entertainers, many of whom were partaking in rugs. The section also contained countless bottles of Diddy's vodka, Ciroc, provided by Diddy and Bad Boys Records, along with substances such as Mary J., coca, ecstasy. He don't have it on the list, but I'm guessing it's some Tucci, because we all know that Diddy likes some Pepto-Bismol colored Colombian dancing dust. Okay, so where are we? An associate of Diddy handed him a Ciroc-based alcohol beverage said to be from Diddy himself. Now, I'm not a man, but I would like men tattletales if you're out there, and only the men answer, unless you have experience as women. Do men send each other drinks? I mean, I'm being serious. Do men send each other drinks? I know that I've seen them be like, yo, let's have a toast. But do men be like, yo, send him. And people bring a drink saying, yo, this is from Diddy. I mean, I know men do that to women, but when people send me drinks, like, they're just like, hold on. And they're like, here, this is from Diddy. Mess away from me. Or to be polite, I'll take it and then dump it in a plant. I don't know you. I'm not drinking a drink from you. And this was even back in 2015. But do men send other men drinks? Or is that a sign of flirting? I'm just wondering. Anyway, right? As an associate, so an associate of Diddy handed him the drink and said, yo, Diddy gave this to you, right? Can you imagine that? Diddy gave this to you. An associate of Diddy gave it to him, okay? It became clear to him that something was wrong. Oh, wow. He realized he had been rugged and totally lost conscious. They put a photograph of the stuff in there, right there. They put a photograph of that. Okay. While drifting in and out of consciousness, he observed Diddy and his entourage engaging in group sexual activity, often with other attendees who appeared either rugged, unconscious, or as if they were paid escorts. He believed most of the men participating in the sexual activities belonged to Diddy's entourage. Y'all going to jail if y'all haven't spoken up. At one point, he regained consciousness from a physical jolt and found Diddy grabbing his nether regions while his pants had already been removed. He was groping him. He believes that Diddy had been performing sloppy topping on him because his was noticeably, to quote Bruno Mars, hot, juicy, and blank, right? After regaining consciousness and realizing the danger he was in, John Doe attempted to fight Diddy off, but Diddy's security people stepped in. Diddy threatened him, stating that he could easily contact his manager and ruin any chances he had of succeeding in the music industry if he did not comply. Yo, I can't, when I read this stuff, I know I try to make jokes because it's so dark, and I don't mean to laugh at what happened to this man because it's not funny. It's not funny if it happens to a man, woman, especially child. And so that's not where my laughter comes from, like nervousness and just like it's so horrific. But also, this is the way Diddy did business. And I feel like everybody around Diddy knew that. And I feel like everybody that's defending Diddy knew it too. And they allowed it because they either got to partake or they were into the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. Anyway, right? Now, this man was terrified and realizing he was far outnumbered by Diddy's security. So Diddy's security, they're definitely going to be co-defendants. Who's his chief of security right now? Well, this was 2015. Who's the chief of security in 2015? Because if you are blocking people from leaving, if you are holding people down, then you are actively assisting in a grape, and you are going to be held accountable. So listen, he pretended to comply for his own safety. Diddy then ordered him to have sex with a woman he did not know while Diddy watched. He pretended to agree, but made an excuse, claiming he needed water and to use the restroom before he would engage in spling. That was actually very smart. Do you know why? Because they are in an actual back of a nightclub, right? They are in the back of a nightclub. And for everybody being like, oh, how could this happen? Why it was a nightclub? Diddy had a party where he beat Cassie so bad, he basically broke her face open and she had to have CAT scans and MRIs. And a whole bunch of people were partying. Diddy loved putting on a show and a scene around everybody he could be around. Even down to college, he literally beat up one of his girlfriends outside her dorm while everybody watched. He loved making examples. I wonder if Janice did that to him when he was younger. It's just weird. Anyway, the whole point is he's in a public club. So it's amazing to me that he thought that quickly to be like, it's amazing to me that he thought that quickly to be like, yo, I got to use the bathroom. Because when that happened, they let him put his pants on and go out, and he was supposed to come back. But listen to what happened. He had to put his pants on so he could walk out into the club to use the club bathroom. Diddy allowed his security team to lead him up to the restroom. He used this opportunity to sneak out the venue, make his way to the parking lot, and jump in his car, which he had driven to the show, and drive off. Thank God. And you know another thing? This man could have been so intoxicated, he could have hurt himself or someone else on his way home. But the fact that he had to run and he didn't know who to trust, and Diddy had the security on him, oh, he had plans for you. As a result of Diddy's sexual assault, he experienced damages including pain, suffering, mental anguish, physical torment, impairment, and emotional torment. Further, this assault greatly affected his passion for music, leading him to abandon his aspiration for many years. The reality and dark underbelly of the industry, as revealed through his encounter with Diddy, ended his desire and dreams to pursue a career in that world. Because of Diddy's power and notoriety, he was afraid to immediately report what had happened and did not want to be blackballed by the industry. He became yet another sexual assault victim of Diddy through the same pattern and abuse. Yeah, you guys, this man is suing him under the California Civil Code. I assume he lives in California. Buzbee also said that he has 10 other cases that he is dropping. Really quick also, it's important to know that he actually Buzbee posted something on his Instagram. Let me just read it really quick. He said today, Tony Buzbee's law firm filed another lawsuit in the New York State court alleging sexual assault and battery against Sean P. Diddy Combs. Several other defendants are named in the suit, to include Bad Boy Records. The case is filed on behalf of plaintiff John Doe, who was a 23-year-old aspiring performer at the time of the alleged assault. This new case alleges defendant Combs attended a show at a venue, this, that, and the third. Anyway, he just goes over the facts of the case. Again, Buzbee is coming hard. They are saying that Buzbee might have something else for Jay-Z, but I'm telling you guys, stay tuned. I'm going to go live as soon as I get these legal docs. In 48 hours, there is going to be something that drops so heavily. I think it's really going to quiet the naysayers and the supporters, because everybody is going to be shocked about what Jay-Z actually did and the amount of real proof that these people have. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Oh yeah, I'll be live later. Bye.